Hey guys, I'm in the shop again as usual, and we're working on a jig mold today. That's the Freestyle Jig by It Molds. We're making some 3/16 jigs. I'm going to paint them up for you and put some eyes on them. So it's a good little mold. It comes in half, 7/16, 3/8, 5/16, quarter, and 3/16. What's nice, it's just like a little pill jig, and it's got flat spots on the side for eyes. And you can put a hook keeper on it, but I choose not to. I make my own baits, so what's the point? So anyhow, we'll whip a couple up here and show you how it's done. So we got the lead heated up there. I'm just grabbing these little junker hooks. I don't even know where I got them. They're probably little 1/0 hooks, I imagine. They look like gold eagle claws. And I've got the one marked there that I do. Boom. Simple as that. Grab a hook. Pretty good little mold. I use it in the wintertime quite a bit on a 1/2 ounce and a 3/8 for fishing at night down on Flaming Gorge Reservoir in Utah and Wyoming, catching the burbot or ling. Put a glow in the dark jig on there, and that's hard to beat. But real simple. I like the profile of it. I like how much meat you have on the hook to put your plastics on. These also make excellent like deer hair jigs, or I've tied them with marabou, the synthetic stuff, and it turns out real nice. Catch a lot of trout that way. So we'll keep pouring a few, and then we'll go to the paint station. Okay guys, so there you go. It Freestyle Jig. It's a model number FST6-A. Uses up to 6/0 hooks, 5/0, 4/0, 3/0, 2/0, and 1/0. So you could have 5 different sizes there and make it nice. Good little mold. Okay guys, if you see, I got a piece of sandpaper that's glued here. It's just for a sanding deal, and all I need to do is run that front off, and it takes off any burrs. So just grab my pliers right here and kind of grab the head of the jig so you're not wiggling the hook loose. But I mean, that's just ready to roll. Perfectamundo. Some of these have a little bit of a lead that came out where the hook guard's supposed to go, and we can just cut those off with some cutters, or I'll just grab it with those pliers and just snaps right off. So I'm not even going to worry about hitting these too much with the sandpaper. If you just heat right there, it'll melt that a little bit, take off the rough edges. So there's a couple of ways in doing this, guys. Some guys will just grab it by the shank here of the hook or the bend, dip it into your powder paint, A lot of times I'll just grab it by the eye of the hook to keep the eye from getting paint. As you can see, my pliers are coated in paint. Just every once in a while you smack it and get rid of that. Another option that's a pretty good one, especially if you're trying to make them nice for yourself. I've got a roll of heat shrink tubing, and I'll just take a piece of tubing here, about 3/4 of an inch, and I put it right on the eyelet. And when we put that into the heat, it melts on there, and then we'll just, when it cools, we'll just pull it right off, and there won't be a drop of paint on that. We're gonna start with a color called Lava Craw. It's a custom color I traded from a guy. I really like it. It's got a good look to it. And that's the kind of colors that's been working this time of year for me. So we'll just grab that with these pliers. I'll kick on the heat gun for a minute. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Just wait till that lead gets shiny. Then I'll go hit it again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And that's what we're left with. Looks like something the Avon lady would sell you. And look at that. Not a drop of paint. I've got a little rack here that I got from a rental house out of a stove that broke, and that's where I put my jigs. So we'll just keep rolling with that. Get these ones out of the way. I throw that on right at the end just to melt the paint that did get on the eyelet, so it doesn't have any sharp edges when you tie. So that one got a little bit too much paint in the eyelet, so I'll just take another hook with the next one in line, shove it through there, wiggle it a little bit, and it makes a little point that comes off, and just scrape it off, and then I'll hit it with the heat again. Next in line, this is Dragonfly. It's just a beautiful, beautiful color. I'm going to take these pliers. They got a little bit too much paint on them. I'll just rub that with the needle nose there. Just like striking flint and steel there. Cleans them right up. Just like a butcher. Doesn't get much prettier than that. June bug. Just like so. Doesn't get much better than that June bug color. Beautiful. Let's do the ruby slipper. When I saw that in the catalog, I thought, boy, I wonder if that's as pretty in person as it is in that catalog. It was better. I mean, if you had a Mustang or a Camaro, Corvette, that color, woo boy, they'd think you're out picking up chicks. So, These are just little paint pens. I don't even know where I got them. Probably get them at Hobby Lobby. Normally you can throw these in the oven for like, what do they say, 250 to 350 for about 20 minutes. I don't bother with it because by the time these things get chipped up, they're either working really good, I'm catching tons of fish, or I've hung them up in the rocks or the trees and lost them anyways. So I'll show you how this works. I'll test it on my desk there real quick. We'll just put a drop down there and it just comes right off of that pan. I'll get you a different angle here in a second. So I'll just leave it tipped sideways there with the paint up till it dries. So that was a June bug. Let me grab a red one, ruby slipper. Just barely touch it. And this jig's kind of cool because it almost has lines you can color inside of. It just fills that up. And you can even come back with a black Sharpie later. And, oh yeah, that doesn't look bad. Okay. We'll let those dry for a minute and come back to them. This one's silver. And I can't say as I've ever used this one. So we'll test it on the desk. Oh yeah, that's going to look nice. We'll just grab one of them. Shouldn't have tested it where I'm working here though. Ooh, I like that. Likey. Mikey likes it. I might have to buy me a set of these marker pens. Kind of just gives a little contrast with the main color. And I don't mind it. So I only found a couple eyes in my larder. I just did order a new order from Zener's. Got some coming with a new mold. But these are kind of a red with black tip on them. Let's see. Probably should have put it on one of those craw colors. But let's put it on this dragonfly. See what we see. Got a little dust on them, but you know, it just don't matter. There you go. A lot of guys will use super glue on that. That's good for them. I'm thinking about starting to dip these in like a light adhesive or epoxy. Just once you're done with the whole jig, just maybe Mod Podge even, and just take a dip with it. Just kind of tie everything all together. These eyes are about 6 cents a piece if you buy them by the 100. You know, so it's kind of probably the spendiest part of the lure. But what do you do? Apparently I shouldn't have worn tan shorts today. Got blue stuff all over them. White trash bait maker. Anyhow, that's not a bad little deal right there, if you ask me. Oh, look what I found. These are some smaller eyes for different ones. But anyhow, maybe we'll tie some hair on one of these too before we leave. I appreciate you joining me, and we will see you on the next one. Tight lines. Okay guys, let's throw a little marabou on these just for fun. It's been a while since I went to the vise. So here's a few things of marabou here. Flashabou. Let's see, probably this one right here. That looks good. So So we'll just grab a little handful of it. Cut off a chunk. Get rid of all the burrs here. I'm trying to think if I have a hair stacker. There's my hair stacker. So this is a hair stacker here. We'll put it in there and we'll stack it all together so the edges line up good. Just put it in there and just tap, tap, tap. Then you slowly rotate it out of there. See how it lined up all those hairs? So now, clean up all the stuff in the middle there. Flip it around there. Take a measurement. Should have started my thread already, but I didn't. I don't know where the finger polish went off to. Oh well. Nothing wrong with that. That'll catch fish. That will catch fish. Lots of trout through the ice.